Have you ever wondered why eBay is against you? So it doesn't matter whatever you do, it just appears that you are not succeeding on eBay. You look around, you see that a lot of people are making sales, they are posting beautiful figures, and it just appears that no matter what you do, no matter the effort you put in, the eBay system or the algorithm tends to ignore your offers. Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you 3 or 4 things that the successful sellers are presently doing on eBay that you are possibly not doing. And hopefully these things I'm going to be sharing with you is going to turn your situations around and you're going to be seeing increased sales on your eBay shop or your eBay listings. But first things first, before we go into that, I just want to say that right now we are experiencing one more time slow sales on eBay. You see, this is not unusual. It's not also connected with the season we are in. I understand that we are in summer and summer has a typical way of making sellers experience slow sales, but this definitely has to do with the eBay system. It has happened before. I think this year alone, we've had like 3 or 4 glitches in the system where you just realize that you are making no sales. For me, last week, my sales were all over the roof, you know. Every day was always like beautiful. We had like a lot of sales, and the whole of Saturday, the whole of Sunday, the whole of Monday, it was 0 sales. Whenever it happens like this, I can almost certainly tell that it's a general system problem, which a lot of sellers are also experiencing right now. But apart from that, there's also the summer slowdown, which is going to roll away anytime soon. But then, these 3 things I'm going to be sharing with you are definitely going to have an impact on your selling. And on the long run, you are ultimately going to be seeing a major boost in your sales if you begin to implement them. The funny thing about this thing is, a lot of these things I'm going to be sharing with you, these are things or tools that eBay has actually given to us, resellers, to enable us succeed on the platform. It's kind of interesting or it's kind of funny, whichever way you look at it, that's quite a number of sellers, especially the new sellers, they tend to ignore these tools. And one way or the other, it's either they don't know that these tools are actually out there, or they do not know that it has a very big impact on your listings. Even though eBay has also tried to make us know that when you implement some of these things, you kind of get better visibility and your offers are kind of shown more to more people, you get more impressions. But one way or the other, it's not being stressed enough, and the new sellers on eBay, even the old sellers, tend to ignore some of these things. And luckily in this video, I'm going to be highlighting them, and if you have not been implementing them, I really want to plead with you to begin to implement these things so that you can turn your situations around, you can begin to experience some likeness from the algorithm, and you can ultimately see success on your eBay journey. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is you not activating the option to allow sellers to send you a price offer. In other words, you not accepting best price offers on your listing. This is one very easy thing to do while you are creating your listing, or even while your listings have been active. You can go back like onto the edit mode and just check the box that says allow buyers to send you price offers. I get it. Some people just think that it's kind of a lot of hassle to be receiving lowball offers from a lot of unserious buyers. But in the end, it's better you activate these functions, because even while you are receiving lowball offers, the algorithm sees that your offer is getting a lot of traction, is getting a lot of attention from people. But if you do not activate this function on your listings, you're going to be placed lower in the search ranking in comparison to someone else that has an offer with the option to accept best price offers. Personally, I've noticed this on my listings. Some of my listings that didn't have best price offers tend to get less traffic, tend to get less impression. And sometimes while looking through my listings, I realize that this wasn't activated and I go ahead to activate it. So more often than not, I tend to get sales thereafter. This is a very important thing to do. If you have not been doing it, I really plead with you to go ahead and look through all your listings and make sure that you have activated the option to receive price offers from buyers. It doesn't matter if the price offers are going to be lowball offers. The beautiful thing is that eBay has also given us the option to automate this process. So if you think that it's going to be a hassle for you to continue to respond to every price offer you receive, especially offers that do not meet your expectation, you can actually go into the system and set a minimum amount below which the offers are automatically rejected. It takes little or no effort to set this up. And believe me, talking from my own experience, this is a game changer on eBay. I have noticed it that a lot of the successful sellers on eBay, they all have this option activated on their offers, which is no matter what you are selling, it doesn't matter the category you are selling in, just make sure whenever you put up an offer on eBay, price offers, that you have activated the option to accept price offers from buyers. It's going to help you. You're going to see a massive boost also in the ways potential buyers interact with your listings. And if you are selling something that has a very, very high demand, because people are going to be sending you their prices, the eBay algorithm sees that the offer in this case is getting a lot of traction, is interesting to a lot of people, and it's going to be pushing this listing all the way top to the search page. This is going to help you. If you are not doing it, make it a point of duty today to go back to your listing. It's pretty much an easy thing to bulk edit all your listings on eBay, and I kind of respect that eBay has given us this tool also. So it doesn't matter how many offers you have active on eBay. If you want to go ahead and activate this function on all your listing, all you have to do is just to simply use the bulk edit tool on eBay, and in less than a few minutes you should be done setting everything up. Another thing that successful sellers are doing on eBay that you are possibly not doing is you not making it a habit to send price offers to your watchers. You see, sometimes on a particular listing that you've set up, you might have like 10, 50 people watching the offer. There could be so many reasons that people watch your offers. It could be that they are not decided yet on whether to buy or not. It could be that they are also not, they are trying to like wait a little just to mark the item so that they can refer to it at a later date. It could also be that they are presently searching out similar items on eBay, just trying to compare and contrast to see which or what offer seems best at a particular time. So what you have to do in this case is to ensure that as soon as you see that people are watching your listing, make sure to send them an offer. So you definitely know the price with which you bought your item, and you know the price below which you cannot afford to sell the item. So you can decide to go ahead and offer watchers 10% off, 20% off, depending on your limit. You can even offer 5% just to attract them to go ahead and click on the Buy It Now button. You see, this thing, even though it's not stated anywhere on eBay, but I can tell you that each time I send offers to watchers, I get sales. I really don't know the mechanism behind it, but I'm just telling you from experience. Each time I send offers to watchers, I get sales almost immediately. It's an interesting thing for the algorithm to see that a listing is not just sitting there idle. It wants to see that people are interacting with it, people are watching it, and the seller is offering some price discount. And this ultimately pushes your listing to the first page or even to the top of the search results, and ultimately you get sales from just doing that. I personally do it every afternoon. As soon as I get to the warehouse at about 2 o'clock, the first thing I want to do is to open my computer, just take a look at the new watchers I have on my listings, and the first thing I do is to go ahead and send them offers. And the beautiful thing is that eBay has also given us the option to add a personalized message. So you could just write them, hey there, I'm offering you 20% off this item. Go ahead and buy it. You could look for a very nice punchline to kind of push the person or kind of attract the person to consider buying from you. And this is one thing that the successful resellers are doing that you possibly are not doing on your offers. So if you observe that you are getting the watchers on your listings, make it a point of duty today to begin to send offers to these watchers. It doesn't cost you anything to do this actually. It's also a tool that eBay has given to us. That eBay has given us this tool, I don't want to believe it's just for nothing. This is supposed to be a way for you to kind of attract a potential buyer to your offer, or just a way of giving a discount to someone or a potential buyer that is interested in your listing. So this is one thing that you should begin to implement. Unfortunately, there is no way for you to automate this process. What it means is that you physically have to go through your listings. You could sort your listings. You can easily see listings that have watchers on them, so you can now go ahead one after the other to send price offers to these watchers. Hopefully in the future, eBay is going to give us this option to automate this process, but even then, this is really an easy thing to do. It doesn't take a lot of time to just go through the listings one after the other and quickly send price requests to all these watchers. You're going to be experiencing a major boost, not only in your sales, but in the traffic that you receive on your offers if you begin to implement this thing. Another thing that the successful sellers are doing that you are possibly not doing right now is you are not running sales on your listings. This is also a tool that eBay has given to us. These tools are not given to us just to look at them. There are reasons why eBay has given us these tools. If you don't use them, you are losing out. You are leaving a lot of money on the table. You see, one thing you want to do is every now and then, take a look at your offers, take a look at your listings. Are there listings that have been sitting for so long you've done everything but doesn't want to sell. You've changed the title, you've changed the pictures, you've changed the descriptions. So when you look at this kind of offers, go into them and run a sale on them. It doesn't help you for your item to be sitting for 2-3 months. You see, you've spent money, you've spent time buying these items, you've spent time listing them on eBay. It's taking 1 month, 2 months after nobody is looking at it, nobody is even sending you a price request, nobody is watching the item. You definitely need to do something about it. And one thing you can possibly do is to run a sale on that item. You see, sometimes you might have to take a hit in terms of profit on the item, but believe me, if you can decide to run sales every now and then, it's going to help your shop overall. It's going to ultimately make sure that some items that have just been sitting ultimately gets attention, because you see, there are some items that have this character. People don't just need to buy them as a matter of urgency, you know. People are kind of attracted to these items when they see that, hey, this item is going for like half the price, or it's going for a very good 10% off, 20% off. You see, sometimes this kind of offers attract people to these items. These are not items that people want to urgently buy because they need it to live or they need to survive. No. But sometimes when they see it, oh, this item that's supposed to be $50 is selling for $30, or this item that's supposed to be $100 is selling for $89. Sometimes it has a way of attracting people to buy them. So you want to make it a point of habit to run sales on your shop. If you have 200 listings, if you have 500 listings, you can decide to select some items and just run a sale on them. These sales could be done depending on your strategy. You could do them weekly, you could do them over the weekend, you could do them during the week. You know, just go ahead and think of a strategy that's going to work best for you. But the thing is, make sure you use the tools that eBay has given to us. Most of the new sellers just tend to really overlook some of these tools, and these are tools that can actually make a very big difference on you being successful or not successful selling on eBay. So if you have not been implementing these things, I really want to plead with you, go ahead, go back today. It's not about just going sourcing, buying and buying and buying items. When items are not selling, ultimately it's going to have a serious effect on your bottom line, on your profit, and you can possibly just decide to throw in the towel and never to sell on eBay again. That's not what I wish for you. I wish that when you buy an item, you list it, few days later you get a sale, it motivates you to want to go back to the market. And the strategy of not running sales on your shop or running sales on your offers may really be hurting you even far beyond what you can imagine. You see, there are so many events on which you can run sales. Even when there are no events like summer sales or whatever, you can just decide to run a sale on your shop. Markdown Manager is there for you to use. The Markdown Manager has been developed by eBay to make this process really easy for you. Go ahead, familiarize yourself with how it works, mark down your prices, select the items that you feel like you want to run a sale on. It could be a 4-day sale, it could be a weekend sale, it could be a 1-week sale. But the thing is, just make it a point of duty to continue to run sales on your listings. So you see that if you are able to implement these 3 things which I've talked about, you're going to be seeing a boost in your sales, and you can ultimately up your game in terms of selling and winning on eBay. I hope these 3 points helps you. Definitely, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be giving you some golden nuggets ultimately to help you succeed selling on eBay. Until I see you again, peace.